Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin and welcome back to another Fortnite video. Now tonight of course we had this huge update, week 5 of the challenges if you want to get those battle stars, get higher levels on your battle pass, etc, etc. I'm going to be covering everything you guys need to know and how to go through each of these challenges one by one. I've made some individual videos and got them out a bit earlier, but it's been a crazy hectic night and I want to give you guys basically an ultimate guide to completing these challenges and getting yourself some ranks on the battle pass. If you do all of these challenges, which they are fairly easy, it's just more of a going out and doing them thing, more of a time thing more than how hard they are. You can get yourself 50 battle stars, which is pretty much an instant 5 levels on the battle pass. If you guys could drop a like on this video, that would be absolutely amazing. Let's go ahead and go for like 320 likes. That would be awesome if we could hit that. It's been a crazy night trying to cover and keep up with all different stuff about this update. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and let's talk about it. So these challenges can of course be found in your menu. You can go and look at them. You can even complete challenges from past weeks, and these will get you battle stars, which help with your battle pass. And let's start with the first challenge. The first challenge is worth 5 stars, and it's use the bush. That's the only challenge, and basically you only have to do that one time. Now this is a fairly easy challenge. The way to complete this is basically you have to get the bush item, which is a gold item, and you basically just have to put it on, and then it's complete. Completing this challenge is fairly easy. What I would recommend doing is just play normally and open chests. Where you're going to get a bush, I believe they're only available out of chests. So if you're just playing normally and you happen to come across a bush, it is kind of annoying, but put that on, it will complete your challenge. And also, as soon as you get damaged, the bush does disappear, so it's not something that you're going to be stuck with for the entirety of the game, unless you're playing like a complete ninja and blending in and not taking any damage at all. And that's how I'd recommend completing that challenge. Just play normally, open chests, and when you see that bush, usually I just ignore it because it does kind of, it's kind of annoying to play with it on. But for this challenge, pretty easy, and it's worth to put it on for one game to get those 5 battle stars. Next challenge is going to be to search chests in Moisty Mire. Now this is a very, very good challenge. You have to search 7 chests in Moisty Mire. I believe you can do this in multiple games. So if you get one game, 3 the other game, doesn't really matter. Basically, I'll put a diagram up on the screen right now. These are all your chest locations in Moisty Mire. Now, those ones on the left side of the screen at the prison, those do not count. It's only these ones dead in Moisty Mire. And as you can see, right there in the middle, there's about 3 chest spawns around one tree. Now, the way chests work in this game is not every single game, not all of these chests are going to spawn, but these are the ones that have a chance at spawning. So you're going to want to land near those chests, get yourself a weapon, and basically fight your way through Moisty Mire. Of course, doing this challenge right now, you're going to have to focus on getting a weapon because a lot of other people are going through these challenges because they were brand new and just released. So you're going to get into some battles, but basically this one you can complete through a couple of games. I'd say probably 2 or 3 games, as long as you get a weapon out of that first chest and move, according to this diagram. I'd recommend landing at that middle part and then moving down to the part where you have other possible spawns for chests. You can probably get yourself 3 to 4 chests a game doing that with the Moisty Mire. Next challenge we have here is deal damage with a pickaxe to opponents, and this one is of course worth 5 stars as well, and you have to deal 200 damage to opponents with a pickaxe. Now this sounds very, 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 very difficult, but if you think about it, it actually isn't that hard. Now the way that most people would want to do this is if you are playing in a duo match or a squad match, when you get an enemy knocked down and you go on top of their body and start swinging the pickaxe, that apparently that actually does count. Everyone's saying that does count for this challenge, and so that's probably the easiest way to do it. Get people knocked, go on top of them with the pickaxe, especially early game, and just hope that, listen for their teammates in case their teammates are rushing you. You want to get your gun back out, but you have to do 200 damage, so 2 full enemies, and that's the way to complete that. Another way to do this, if you don't play duos or squads, maybe you're a solo only player, is to, if you're playing solo, hop in the battle bus and don't click anything, and just wait until the battle bus hits the end and falls, because there will be a couple players who are AFK or players who aren't playing who will fall at the very end pretty much every single game because maybe their mom called them or they went to get their pizza rolls out the oven or whatever. You can get some easy pickaxe kills doing that. But what I'd recommend doing is just play duos or squads. Even if you have to go in there solo to get this challenge done, if none of your friends are on, it definitely is worth it and shouldn't take too long, as long as you're knocking those enemies and finishing them off with the pickaxe. Next challenge here is to visit different gas stations in a single match. Now this one is a bit confusing. I made a video on this and a lot of people seem to be confused. To complete this challenge, you have to visit 3 gas stations in one single match. You have to run by them, 3 of them in a single match, or else this won't count. You can't can't just visit one gas station, one match. It's 3 in a single match. And I'll put this diagram up on the screen here of basically the gas station locations. Now, I made a video earlier about this. These are locations for gas stations. Now, the one in Retail Row, the reason why I have an X around it is because that one actually doesn't count, because technically it's just like a convenience store. It looks like a gas station, but it's only the convenience store part. It doesn't actually have the gas pumps, so that one actually doesn't count. But the one in the stadium over by the left, by the soccer stadium, that's a bit smaller version of a gas station, does count. So the best way to do this one, pretty simple. Either you land at Greasy Grove, depending on where the bus is coming in from. I'd say you land at Greasy Grove, work your way up to the stadium, and then up to that third one, or you land at Pleasant Park and work your way down. Either way, it's pretty easy, and playing that left side of the map, you can visit all 3 in one game, providing you do it fairly quickly, and that the safe zone, I'd recommend doing this in normal, not in blitz, so you have a bit more time to maneuver, because you don't want that safe zone to be right on your ass. So that's what I would do for completing this challenge. Next challenge we have here is to follow the treasure map found in Anarchy Acres. This is worth 10 battle stars, and you only have to do it once. So I've gone ahead and made a video on this. I got the location for you. I'll put up on the screen right now. This is where the treasure map leads you. So if you don't want to do all the work, Junk Junction, you'll see right to the left of it, there is this rock, and I pinged it right on the map, or I pinned it, whatever, and that's where you're going to want to go. I recommend that this is a high traffic area too. So to complete this challenge, I usually just land on it, get it done, and then probably someone will kill you, but it's worth it to get that 10 battle stars. Another note for all of these challenges is they only count if you complete the game. So you can't just land on this, get the star, and then back out of the game or leave the game. You actually have to play the game out until you die, or you kill yourself in the game or something like that. For these challenges to work, you can't leave the game or you will lose your progress. Something that I'm sure some people weren't aware of, and that's why maybe some things weren't counting. So that's what you could do. I definitely recommend doing this one because it's so damn easy once you know the location, and you get yourself a nice sweet 10 battle stars. Next one is pistol eliminations. This is another classified as hard. 3 pistol eliminations. This means you have to finish off people with pistols. Now, the thing with this is that I would recommend doing this one when you get a purple silence pistol or a gold silence pistol. Usually if you would discard of those, use those in your inventory, and what you can do is if you get an enemy weak from a distance or even up close, those pistols are pretty deadly, and they do like 50 something to the head. Like early game, I really do like those pistols, but there's multiple ways you can do it. Either you get an enemy weak, then you whip out the pistol, bang bang, or maybe you do something like a pump shotgun, switch to a pistol. I recommend doing it with those silence pistols because the other pistols aren't too good in this game. Of course, if you find one and it's early game and you see an enemy you can pick off easily, go for it. But those are the ones you're going to want to look for. Usually you can get them out of chests, and the gold pistol and the purple ones, those are the silence ones. They are actually very strong. So this challenge won't be too hard at all. And the last challenge we have here is another hard one worth 10 battle stars. This one is to eliminate opponents in tilted towers. Now, I'm not sure why they put this one as hard. Kill 3 people in tilted towers seems like, just a typical game. It doesn't seem like too hard of a challenge at all. The one thing about this is people are going to be trying to do this, which means that tilted towers, which is already probably the most prime location, I think we could probably all agree, that's like the most hyped up location, the place where the most people go on the map. Now there'll be even more people going there because of this challenge. So getting 3 kills in tilted towers, it shouldn't be too hard. Tips I can give you guys for this one is, I'm sure by now everyone is familiar with tilted towers. Even have a video on how to dominate tilted towers. You want to just land in a location where you see a gun on the roof or where you get a chest, get a couple of kills, and until you get 3 kills, usually tilted tower, because it's so central on the map, most games you can stay in there for like the first 2 or 3 zones. Of course, sometimes the way the zone works is it can be random, but usually you can stay in there. So if you have 1 or 2 kills, I'd say just hang out on top of the castle or on top of the H building or the brown apartments and wait for people to come through tilted. People always rotate through tilted depending on where the zone's coming, which way you can determine which way they're going to come and which routes they're going to run, and that's what I recommend doing to complete that challenge. It should be fairly easy, and honestly I'm not sure why that one is classified as hard. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. That's everything you guys need to know about these week 5 challenges. You should be able to get them done probably within not a couple of games, but within 10 or so games, you could probably get all of these challenges done. And especially with some of them, you don't even have to be consciously going for them. It's just like if you find a pistol or you find a bush, throw it on. But of course, you can complete these at your own pace. If you're going for them right now, the first day where it comes out, more people are going to be going to Moisty Mire, more people are going to be going to that Battle Star, more people are going to be going to Tilted Towers, so it can be a little bit tougher. Of course, these challenges do remain pretty much, well, forever. I don't know if it's forever, but, you know, I can still do challenges from week 1, and we're in week 5, so there's not really any rush on these, but these are the tips to help you do them fast and easy. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, drop a like, and I'm out. Peace. Have a great night.